Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. My name is Collector Sky. I do Pokemon reviews, Pokemon openings. That's not what we're doing today. Today we are doing a tier list of all the alternate arts from Paldea Evolved. As you can see on your screen, we have a tier list going from sexy, hot, good, decent to nah. So today's main criteria for this tier list is just the art. Just the art of the card, not playability or price or anything like that. We're just looking at the art of these alternate arts and judging them from the highest tier to the lowest tier. So let's begin with Meowskareda. This was the starter that I chose when I played Scarlet and Violet, so I'm a little bit biased, but to be honest, I think people agree with me that this is a beautiful card. I love the way that Meowskareda is like glowing. We got a nice forest going on. You can even see all the details of the little village in the background, and you see mountains to the left and you see an ocean to the right. I think this is top tier, okay? Very good. We are starting off very strong. In fact, might I say this card is looking very sexy. We are going to put this one up at the very top. There you go. Starting off very strong. Okay, so here we have Skeleturge, another starter. This is the fire crocodile, alligator, whatever he is. I have no idea, but another beautiful card. Like the detail in this card is like insane. You can see all the shops, I guess, you know. Skeleturge is basically like a pack mule. He's just carrying all this guy's stuff. That might be Pokemon abuse, but that we're not going to worry about that. I love the way that this card looks. You can see like the sun is like shining and the little rays of sun are bleeding into the card. A lot of bright colors. It's a very colorful card. I don't think this is on the same tier. And of course, guys, with every tier list, it's all opinions. Okay, it's just my opinion. If you think something different, comment down below. I'm curious what you guys think. I think this is not the top tier, but it's very, very good. We are gonna put this in the hot tier. Here you go. Right there. Now it's time for the Water Ducky Quavo. This is a very interesting card, and like all of the starters and their three evolution lines, all their art follows some kind of pattern. With Quavo and the other evolutions, he's always like looking in the mirror and he's always doing something. He's like looking at his hair or just basically staring at himself. He loves himself. It's a very cool card, but I think it's kind of boring. Compared to the other two starters, this might be the weakest one. The point of view is like from the desk. You look at the mirror. It's reflecting onto Quavo. Like it looks cool. He's like staring from like at the mirror into the camera. Kind of creepy. A little creepy, actually. A little creepy, but good. A very good alt art card, okay? I think people are not going to like this one. I'm going to put it in the good tier. So that's our three starters. Next we have like the four pseudo legendaries, not legendaries. I don't really know what you call them. But first we've got Wo-Chien. And I feel like all of the four pseudo legendaries kind of follow this mysterious, mythical kind of vibe. So obviously you can tell that you've got a very far away shot of Wo-Chien. There's a nice greenery. Well, I guess they're dead trees, so it's not very green, but you got like dead trees, all the roots around him. You're looking like through some trees at Wo-Chien. Very, very good card. I like it, but out of the other four, I think it's decent. Not necessarily if I'm going to put in decent. I'm still thinking about it. I think this is a good tier. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the good tier. There you go. You're going right in there. No, like it's not like there's nothing like I really like about it. Like it's really green and stuff. It's really cool. I like the perspective. All right. Next we have Chi-Yu, and this is definitely a step up from Wo-Chien. I really, really like this card. I think it's very pretty. I don't know exactly what's going on. I feel like we're in the forest, right? You're looking up at Wo-Chien. He's a fish, and I guess he can fly. Can Chi-Yu fly? Can Chi-Yu fly? I have no idea. You're looking at like flowers, looking up. You see the trees going up, and at the center of where all the trees are going, you got a nice little sun. I don't know if I like it enough to be on the next tier. Nah. I think it's the same tier. It's like a little bit better than Wo-Chien, but it's really, really at the same level. IMO. Now let's go to Chinpow. So this one's kind of interesting. He looks like he's howling and it's like creating some kind of blizzard around him because you can see it's like going in a circular pattern. I like the colors. You got the blue, you got the dark blue, you got the light blue, lots of blue. If you like the color blue, you might like this card. I think people are really going to hate me. I think this one, I don't think it's very interesting. I don't think it looks very good either. I don't know why. It looks very normal. I feel like this is also on the good tier. The good tier. That yeah, we're gonna do it. Tingloo, also a very good card. I think I like this card a little bit better than the other ones because it's like you've got to. I don't even know how big Tingloo is, but he in this card, it looks like he's like gigantic. At least from my perspective. Maybe he looks normal, but for me, it looks like when I'm looking at this card, he's like some kind of Colossus from Shadow of the Colossus. He looks gigantic. He looks like one of the bosses that you'd be fighting. And you can see like the earth is cracking. I don't know if that's from him stepping, but it could be. It really just adds to the mystery. I've never seen this card in person, but I feel like if I did, I think it looked really, really good. And for that reason, I am going to put him in the hot tier. In fact, it looks hot where he is because it looks like he's in a desert, but at the same time, it looks like it's very cold because it's like very blue. So we got the starters done. Now we have the 4 pseudo legendaries done. So these 2, I guess, are alt arts, but they don't have like a regular art in the set. But we're gonna take a look at them anyway because they're like the 2 gold star cards. First, we have Tinkerton, my personal favorite Pokemon from the newest generation. I love Tinkerton. She absolutely destroyed every single enemy. Just smashed the crap out of them with her hammer. You know, just bonk. Anyway. As far as this card goes, I'm like very biased with Tinkerton, and I feel like this card, maybe there could have been more. I do like it. The art is like very different from like the other cards that we've been seeing. It's more like, I don't know, I get this more like drawn effect, you know, because like the line works a little bit different. You have nice like colored pencil drawing ish. It's also a very like colorful card. Because I'm biased here, you guys can get mad at me. I'm going to put this in the hot tier. I like the Pokemon a lot. I like that you just get like a center picture of Tinkerton. She's raising her hammer like she's about to bonk you right in the head. Here we go. Putting her in the hot tier. There you go. Okay. The next one and the last, like, not really alt art, but it's a 2 gold star Pokemon. It's Squawkabilly. Squawkabilly. This card is, I don't know. This card's kind of cool. But also, like, it's kind of boring. Like, nothing's going on. Like, if someone told me there was a Pokemon that's a parrot or whatever Squawkabilly is, I would imagine this exact scene. And for that reason, I think it's kind of boring. I like the colors and I like the drawing. It's kind of like a hand-drawn kind of thing, you know? It's a little bit blurry, too. I don't know if that's, like, the drawing style. And there's a ton of, like, you got all the different color variations of Squawkabilly, which I think is really cool. But I think this card's just kind of boring, unfortunately. And I think for that reason, I am going to put this card, the first card is going to go into the decent section. Just decent. So now we are on to the final section, which is the trainer alternate arts. And we are starting off with boss's orders. And I have this card in Japanese. I don't have this card in English, but I can tell you that I don't like this card. I don't think there's anything special about it, you know? I don't know what he's doing. I think he's trying to take over the world. I think he's like planning his little troops on his map to take over the world. There's nothing special about this card in my opinion. And for that reason, it's going to be the first nah card, okay? Next, we have Dendra. So, you might be seeing a trend. You might be seeing a trend coming around over here, okay? I don't know what's special about this card either. It looks, I don't know what she's doing. Is she like wiping sweat off of her after a training session and she's drinking water? I think that's what's going on. But like, it's just so close to her. The point of view is just so close to her. Like, I don't know what's going on in this card. I think when Triple Beat came out, this was like the most expensive card. Like in Japanese, this is like a $500 card. I know we're not considering price, but I don't know why it was a $500 card. That's like insane. but you know, that's how the Japanese market is right now. That's a whole different story. I don't think it's as bad as Boss's Orders, so we're gonna put it in the decent. Decent. We have Giacomo, and he's like a DJ. He's one of like the Team Star bosses that you got to fight if you play the Pokemon game. As far as the card goes, the art's like nothing special, but at the same time, I get like a feeling like I know what he's actually doing, and like there's a lot of stuff going around. Like it looks like he's got some sodas on his little equipment chest. He's got, you know, his all his equipment out. He's probably about to throw up a concert. We have a point of view of like the top scaffolding. You can see like the black that those are like the cameras, I'm assuming, or lights, and it's going down on him. He's rehearsing or something. I think this is kind of a cool card. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting card. And it's much more interesting than Dendra and Boss's Orders. And for that reason, we're going to put it in the good tier. I also want to say I feel like we have a nice spread. We have a nice little bell-shaped curve going around in our tier list. So I think we are on the right track here, okay? I think these next three are going to be a hot take. Are you guys ready? All right, here we go. So first off, we have Grusha, the Ice Gym Leader. I'm just going to say it. I think this card is better than the Iono. That's my opinion. I think the art is absolutely dope. I can't exactly see what I know she's like looking out the window, but it looks like she's holding like a cup of coffee or something. She's got her scarf on. You see some Starly like sitting out in the winter, like chilling. They really shouldn't be there. I feel like they should hibernate or fly away somewhere south. You know, you got the nice building, you got the trees around her, you see the snow coming down. It's a very pretty card, in my opinion. I pulled this when I did my Paldea Evolved opening, and I really, really like this card. It looks really good, in my opinion. So it's getting a bump up from good. It's going into the hot, but it's not enough for the sexy, okay? So we are going to put this right there, okay? Next, I think we should do Iono last, okay? We're going to do Iono last because, you know, that's the big card from the set. This card is so underrated, I feel like. And I swear it's like a $8 card or something like that. And the only reason is probably because the card is is a dude instead of like a girl. But I think this card is so cool because it looks like he's like the chef, right? In the game, he's a chef. It looks like he's washing his hands, practicing good kitchen hygiene. Okay, excuse me. And then you have cute little Jigglypuff. He looks like he or she is mimicking him washing his hands. And then you have the squirrel. I can't remember his name. But, you know, squirrel like on his shoulder. That's cool. That's cute. Then you have Delibird behind him taking a peek. Like, what are you doing? He looks like the dog that's begging for boiling water on the stove. I think there's a lot going on. He's in his house. It's very colorful, very nicely drawn, very clean in my opinion. I think this is a hot card. Okay? That's my verdict. Okay? If you disagree, please let me know down in the comments. I am very curious who thinks what about this card. I think it's extremely, extremely underrated. Okay? All right? Here we go. All right. We are going on to the last card, and it is going to be Iono, the most expensive card in the English version. This is like, what, $150 right now? In Japanese, like, I have no idea what it is. Maybe, I'm going to guess 800 maybe? 1,000? Am I wrong? Am I close? I have no idea. I'll put it on the screen for you guys. This card is like, it's good. Not saying it's going to be in the good category. I'm saying it's a good card. Like, no, for sure it's not in the decent or the nah. It's probably not in the good either. It's going to be either sexy or hot. Let me tell you why, okay? Clearly, there's food everywhere. Maybe she's doing like one of those mukbang videos right now. I don't know. Maybe this is one of her Pokemon challenges for a trainer that wants to battle her. You can see that she's streaming, right? Because you got the little Rotom phone in the corner. She's holding like really cute like Pokemon themed food. I think it's really good, obviously. And like this is a favorite, I think, literally just because it's a girl. Maybe it's because it's a streamer and a girl. Who knows? Good card. The question is it sexy or is it hot? I know what to do. Okay, I know. Here is my final verdict for Iono. The best card in the set is going to hot, which means we only have one sexy card, and that's going to be the Meowskareda. I think we have a pretty good spread here. Let me take a look. Would I make any changes? I don't want to move anything up. If anything, I want to move something down. I think if I was to move anything down, it'd be Giacomo. Like that. I don't know. I don't know. I feel we're just gonna leave it like that, okay? That is the final tier list. You can, I think I'll put the tier list link down in the descriptions if you want to do this yourself. Make a video about it. Go ahead. But yeah, that was kind of stressful. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys obviously have a different opinion, please, I want to know. Put it down there, all right? Until then, I will see you guys next time. Peace.